Round 9 of the NBL will kick off on Friday this week with a doubleheader. The first game being Tasmania versus Brisbane. The second, Perth Wildcats versus South East Melbourne. Before we get into it all, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and don't forget to comment and let us know what you'll be tipping this weekend in the NBL. Now, first things first, Tasmania, have they turned a leaf? It felt like that was the case last weekend. Look, they've been really struggling of late to score points. They were averaging just 74 points per game in their previous 5 matches leading up to round 8, where they turned things around and had 2 80-plus point games. Now, we saw Milton Doyle in the first game finally go off, hitting 6 from 6 from outside and finishing with 30 points in their game against Perth. But then he went a little bit quiet, playing the defensive game against New Zealand, where Tasmania shocked the league leaders by holding them to just 3 points in the third quarter, obviously laying the platform for a victory. But the important thing there for the JackJumpers was they got some scoring from some unfamiliar places. Craig Sword finally showed up with 19 points. But the more important one for me was Mayok Deng. He scored 18 points in that game. He had 7 rebounds, I believe, 2 assists. And that's, for me, where the JackJumpers need to shift their focus. They need to be aggressive down low a little bit more. Stop putting the pressure on their guards to lead them to points. Do the gritty stuff, and the guards will get open and have better looks. Now, does that mean that they're going to beat the Brisbane Bullets? Yeah, probably. The Brisbane Bullets have been struggling, especially defensively, which is going to help Tasmania's offense continue to roll. The Bullets give up 93 points per game, ranked 9th in the league. Now, the thing with the Bullets, though, is their offense hasn't been too bad. They've been running things down low, giving the ball in to Tyrell Harrison and Josh Bannon, and it has been working. So in this one, I do believe that the Tasmanian focus a little bit more on offense is going to help Brisbane come over their team total of 81.5 points in this game. And the JackJumpers will take victory with a margin of 1 to 10 points. Now, with the JackJumpers do give up quite a lot of rebounds. They're ranked 9th in the league in opposition rebounds, giving up 44.4 per game. So look for a guy like Josh Bannon to take advantage of this, and he will hit his average of 8.3 rebounds per game and go over 8+ rebounds in this one. So team total for Brisbane over 81.5. Josh Bannon to record 8+ rebounds, but the Tasmanian JackJumpers to get a slim victory of 1 to 10 points. Now, game 2, Perth Wildcats versus South East Melbourne. The Phoenix resurgence is real, and it continued again despite going 1-1 last weekend in round 8. Look, they had the game against Sydney and they let it slide with a very, very poor fourth quarter. They did back that up by smashing cans, but the important thing in that one too is this new defensive system that they're running held their opponents to 74 points in both of those games on the weekend, which still keeps their average in their past 7 games of 76 opposition points. So it's been brutal. They've been playing incredibly, and their offense has been growing from that. Guys like Nathan Sobey, Matt Hurt, and even on the weekend, Angus Glover stepped up and finally played to his potential and had an absolute blinder of a weekend. Now, coming up against Perth, it is going to be a tough one. Always a tough trip to get to RAC Arena and win. But when it comes to this new defensive structure of South East Melbourne, it's where they have the advantage. Their opposition field goal percentage is ranked 2nd in the NBL with 41.8%. And they're coming up against Perth, who have been shooting poorly to start the season and are ranked 9th, just averaging 42.4 field goal percentage to start the season. So, look, I think South East Melbourne are going to sneak by in this one, but I do like them with the 3.5 point start. And with them playing such good defense, the game total for this one is at 180.5. I do like the under in this one with defense shining through for South East Melbourne. Now, with plenty of shots going astray, expect Keanu Pinder to try and get himself in the game with 6+ rebounds for Perth. So there are your best bets for Friday's NBL. Now, just remember, gamble responsibly and happy punting.